Is this James? Why is James at our door? If he got beat up that bad, I'm pretty sure he's not gonna want to press charges. Cameron's gonna tell James, hey bro, don't tell my sister that I'm helping you out with none of this. Don't tell her that I suggested you to do any of this. Keep this between you and I. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here, okay? Would they just start doing the most oh shit, I just destroyed him on accident. Layla runs her own little daycare services or in-home daycare services. So Hannah has a dual diagnosis of autism and Down syndrome. Layla loves her sister. She loves Hannah to death. You know, she would do anything for her sister. Layla is such a people pleaser, so she can't say no to James wanting to come over and talk to her. Jakayla, baby girl, have a taste of your own medicine. How does it feel? All right, family, so we're back here with Cameron and Kyra yet again. So Cameron and Kyra have moved into this beautiful new home, and shout out to Jordy for the home build. Now, I showed y'all a couple of pictures, and I did renovate this home to my liking. Jordy shared this on Twitter, and I was like, oh my gosh, I am dying. This is like the perfect home. And I went and grabbed it off the gallery so quick, so fast, in a hurry. So again, thank you, Jordy, so much for this home. I really appreciate you. And you go. Yes. I hope you like the way that I kind of renovated it a little bit. It's Sunday evening, and a couple of things about our lovely couple. Kyra obviously rethought a bunch of stuff. She is no longer working anymore. She was like, you know what? Although I want to become an actress and all of that jazz, my time will come. And right now is not my time. Right now I need to focus on my family and focus on my husband and my children and my unborn child. So Cameron went ahead and applied for the police academy, and he actually got in. He is an officer, and he is at level 2 in the police or detective career, what have you. Hello, is anyone home? Yo, what? Is this James? Why is James at our door? Whoa. This is so crazy. Okay, y'all. Y'all be thinking that I be doing some of these things. I promise on everything I love, I do not do some of these things. Like these Sims just pop up and or they just do random stuff. I did not call him to come over here. Okay. You know what? I feel like since James and Cameron had talked, you know, the other day at the gym, I feel like he's coming over here to talk to Cameron so that Cameron can talk some sense into Jakayla because of everything that's been going on. And I also think that he's come over here to really just vent to Cameron. I think James thinks that Cameron is the only person that really just understands what James is going through. These two are chatting it up outside, and he's like, hey, what's going on? Are you and my sister okay? And James is like, no, we're not okay. We're not okay at all, bro. Can I talk to you? So James is really kind of discussing with Cameron how he got into a fight with Marcel. He is starting to have a little bit of difficulty with Jakayla. James is concerned whether or not he'll be able to see his child consistently. It's really hard right now for James. I appreciate the fact that Cameron is really trying to be a good friend to James, despite James being Jakayla's ex-boyfriend and, you know, him being her brother. Cameron is gonna ride for Jakayla no matter what. But at the same time, you know, after James kind of explained the whole situation between him and Jakayla and everything that just went down, Cameron can't help but to take James's side. James is telling Cameron like, hey, I'm sorry to come over here so late at night, but I just needed to talk to somebody. I'm really frustrated. And he's like, bro, I understand. I got you. Jakayla hasn't always been the most easiest to get along with. And, you know, sometimes she can do a couple of, you know, some selfish things. I mean, I grew up in a household with her, so I know how it is. Cameron is like, yo, bro, maybe you need to file for joint custody. I mean, if you guys can't co-parent effectively, and what the hell, James? Can you not? Yo, I am done with this whole nap bull crap. With they just start doing the most Oh shit, I just destroyed him on accident. Oh fuck. No. Let's see if he comes back. Okay, yeah, he's coming back. Oh, y'all, my heart started pounding. I was like, no, I just destroyed. I was gonna have to exit this whole game all over again. Okay, Cameron is going to suggest that he maybe file for joint custody of Sky because although he is, trying to be a good parent or whatever like that, he needs to have some type of legal representation just in case, things go haywire or whatever. And so Cameron is kind of asking him about the whole altercation between him and Marcel because Cameron knows Marcel too, and he's not trying to pick sides or anything like that, but he knows that his sister was in the wrong for, doing all this back and forth stuff or whatnot. Cameron is going to try to get James in connections with maybe a family attorney or something like that to help him out a little bit. Since he's in the police field now, he has different connections and stuff like that where he can reach out to somebody that knows somebody. So that's what he's going to try to do for James. Now, Cameron's going to tell James, hey, bro, don't tell my sister that I'm helping you out with none of this. Don't tell her that I suggested you to do any of this. Keep this between you and I. I don't want to be in the middle of none of this stuff, but I'm just being honest with you. When it comes to my sister, she can be pretty unpredictable. So you just need to have yourself some legal backup, And so James is definitely going to take heed to the advice that Cameron is giving him. And James feels 1,000 times better, getting out all his frustrations. Cameron is also going to suggest James that he just get out of the situation that he's in right now as far as living under the roof with his grandma and stuff like that and get his own space. Cameron is like, yo, when I moved out of the home with my parents, things just felt so much better. I feel like right now James is talking about Marcel again, and he's like, yo, what if dude decides to like press charges against me or something for beating his ASS? He's like, bro, if he got beat up that bad, I'm pretty sure he's not going to want to press charges. He's probably going to be too embarrassed to even come out. And so they're kind of just, laughing about the whole situation. Now, Cameron doesn't know Marcel like that. Like I said, they grew up together, but they're not close. So he doesn't owe any loyalty to Marcel at all. So I'm going to have James to actually go ahead and leave the house because it's late at night. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here, okay? So James is gone. He's like, it's really nice to see you. Thank you, but I got to go. So yeah. Where is our baby boy? Oh, he's sleeping over here. Yo, this is not even your room, bro. This is your bed over here. Let me have CJ to go get in his correct bed. So I tried to make this nursery like gender neutral because we don't know the gender of Kyra's baby just yet. And so I'm actually going to go ahead and have everybody to go to sleep because it is late. CJ is just so adorable, and I'm quite ready to just go ahead and age him up. Kyra, at first, she felt a little nervous about being pregnant, again, and especially considering their situation. She felt a little bit uneasy about buying a home and just, throwing her money away and not being sure whether or not this relationship or whatever they had what her and Cameron has would last. But he has definitely proven her wrong by proposing to her, and so she feels way more secure now that she's been proposed to, and she's just like, she's ready to just kind of let go of the reins and allow her fiance to now just kind of take the reins and lead this family on. And so she's just going to be focused on being a dutiful wife and mother. Cameron is going to definitely continue to provide for his family and be there for his family. I don't see him doing anything less than. Like I said, he is quite a reflection of his father, Zanarius. Kyra has not talked to her parents in quite a long time. She hasn't even told them yet that, she's engaged. And quite frankly, she doesn't know whether or not her parents even care about her. But I'm pretty sure that Kyra's parents are really kind of, thinking about her and worried about her. And if you ask me, I'm pretty sure that they're going to try to contact her pretty soon because, news gets around pretty quickly. I just love this little family. I love their new home. All right, so you guys may be wondering, who the heck is this? Like, whose toddler is this? This does not look like Sky. This does not look like CJ. Who is this? Yes, he's adorable. I know. But listen, you guys, we are at Layla's house. So let's take a look. So this is Layla Myers, the nanny, of course. Layla runs her own little daycare services or in-home daycare services. And, she comes to people's houses to, be an in-home nanny. Yo, these kiddos, these two girls have been trying to escape and go outside like so many times. Evie, Delgato, get your butt back over here. Like, she's just running away. We do have baby CJ. CJ, what's your problem? Bro, what is your problem? Why are you making this face? So yeah, we have Cameron Jr. here. So while his parents are at work, well, of course his mom's not working, but I guess Kyra needed a break, so she sent him over here to Layla's home to be watched today, which is fine. And we also have here in the household, we have Hannah Myers. So Hannah Myers is Layla's little sister. See, look at her. Look at Evie. She's steady trying to escape. I'm gonna have to lock this front door because they are tripping. She keeps trying to run away too. Oh my gosh, y'all. Wait, James is wondering if, oh my gosh, James is wondering if you want to go over to his house and hang out. You guys, I'm going to say no right now because of course we are tending to all of the little ones right now. So I'm going to say no, but we're going to send James a text message and I'm going to get into the relationship, or rather the, I guess what's going on between James and Layla. But I kind of want to get into Layla really quick. So this is Hannah, like I said. So Hannah is the younger sister. She's younger. She is 2 years younger. Let me lock this door right quick, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. All of these toddlers. Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, let me lock this freaking door. All right, so yeah, we're running a living. Oh my God, what the freak? I forgot to lock the back door. Lock door for everyone but household members. All right, all these little kids better stay they butt in this house now for y'all get some spankings. Did y'all grandma not tell y'all you either going in, you go out? So Hannah has really stolen my heart, y'all. Okay, so I placed down this house with Layla, and then I was like, you know what? This house had 2 bedrooms. I was like, you know what? Let me give Layla a roommate. So I decided to actually give Layla a sibling, and lo and behold, Hannah was created. So Hannah has a dual diagnosis of autism and Down syndrome. As you can kind of see in her facial features, I tried to make it as realistic as I could, but she is rather on the high functioning end of autism. She can take care of her basic needs and stuff like that of that nature, but when it comes to making decisions, that's where her bigger sister Layla comes in. So earlier, or a couple of episodes ago, Layla and James, they were trying to go out and have drinks and stuff like that, but then I had like this interruption where Layla just kind of left. Well, there was an emergency with her sister Hannah. So Hannah was having kind of an anxious breakdown, or what I'm saying, like a panic attack or something like that, and so she had to hurry up and leave to go assist with her sister. Layla loves her sister. She loves Hannah to death. She would do anything for her sister. She doesn't put anybody before her sister. These two have really been just living on their own and taking care of one another, and that's why Layla is just so warm-hearted. That's why she just loves children and caring for other people, especially children, because she's been that big sister to Hannah, and so that's really all she's known. Like I said, they're like 2 years apart, so most of Layla's life has been caring for Hannah. Now, eventually, Layla does want to, get married and, live on her own and stuff like that. But Layla can't picture her life without her sister. She doesn't want to, have her going in assisted living by herself. Although Hannah is capable of, living by herself, she's just not comfortable with letting her sister go. Hannah has been talking to her about living independently, but Layla being almost kind of controlling, and I wouldn't say controlling, but rather just being such a caretaker for Hannah all of these years. She just cannot let her go. She just cannot. James would like to come over to hang out. Is that okay? What? James, I'm working. Oh my gosh. You know what? We're going to allow James to come over for just a little bit. I'm going to have Layla to kind of go outside and talk to James, because what's going on is James has been very frustrated and just almost feeling like he's spiraling out of control. And so he feels like Layla is his safe space. So Layla and James have been texting one another and way more frequently now, and just Layla's dose of positivity, and her not being with all the drama and stuff like that, that's where she's been his safe place. Layla has a hard time saying no to some people sometimes, unless it comes to Hannah, where somebody is treating Hannah wrong or something like that. But overall, Layla is such a people pleaser, so she can't say no to James wanting to come over and talk to her. So I'm gonna go ahead and allow him to come over. Now, I feel like James, like I said, is almost in over his head, and he just really wants to talk to Layla. Well, here he is. James also went over to Cameron's house the other day. Yeah, I guess that he just wants to just really talk to somebody that can kind of calm him down. So let's ask him about his day and see how he's doing. You know what? If I'm not mistaken, it kind of looks like James is telling Layla the whole story about what happened between him, Jakayla, and Marcel. He's talking about how he kind of feels like a monster right now, and he really just needs somebody to talk to. And so I think Layla's going to tell him, yo, why are you taking pictures? What is with it? Layla is telling James, like, hey, I'm taking care of some kiddos right now. How about we catch up later? And James just went in here and sat his butt on down. But we're going to just have him to go, send him away, send him home. Hopefully we can meet up with James later on tonight. I'm gonna have her to go ahead and text him, and maybe they can go out for drinks again, for real this time, or maybe even go out for a little dinner. Ugh. She just pooted. We're gonna send this little one to bed for now. Get her a little nap going. In the meantime, let's call all the other little ones to eat. And so all the little ones are sitting here, they are eating, and CJ has a stinky diaper, and it looks like baby girl back here has a stinky diaper too, so we might need to change those diapers. And Katrina Caliente is still stuck here, y'all. Oh, I am sick of this nap business, because she's over here trying to mold some clay, but we're just gonna ignore her. Oh, they are all so cute. Look at them, you guys. Now, if y'all don't know, I am using Little Miss Sam's live-in daycare mod. It's one of my favorite mods ever, along with the foster care family system mod. I just love that one to death. So Layla did earn some money from all of these toddlers being here. It looks like maybe one of the other ladies are coming to pick up one of the kiddos now that it's about to be 6 o'clock, and so we're gonna have to go ahead and get these kiddos on out of here. All right, so now that everyone is gone, I am going to go ahead and have Layla to clean this place up, and then we're going to head on over to maybe grab some dinner. Is she hungry? Yeah, definitely. We're gonna grab some dinner. She's gonna freshen up, and we're gonna meet up with James. So here is James right here. He's been waiting for Layla to arrive, and here is Layla. Layla finally arrived, and he is very cheesy. Like, yo, look at dude. He's excited to see Layla because, like I said, Layla really makes him feel very comfortable. And as you can see, he's also starting to kind of grow out a beard lately. He's been kind of stressed out, dealing with the whole situation with Jakayla. So he hasn't been wanting to really just, shave or anything like that. Well, these two are actually just going to sit around and kind of get to know one another a little more, just talk and chat it up. And and have dinner. James is going to talk to Layla and just kind of tell her that he's really thankful for getting to know her. I feel like Layla is kind of taken aback by the fact that he took her here to this restaurant. James is kind of like, he's really feeling Layla and he wants to get to know her a little bit more. He kind of, I feel like he should have told Layla that he was going to take her here because, even though she's all pretty and dressed up and stuff like that, she really was expecting to just go get drinks and stuff and that be that. But it looks like James has James has other plans. And I mean, she's totally okay with that, but Layla knows that James has a lot going on right now in his life, and she wants him to get that situated out first. So she's going to ask him, hey, how's everything going on with Jakayla and with your daughter Sky? So what's going on there? So James, again, is kind of telling James about what happened between him and Jakayla and Marcel and Cal. He just kind of got out of control with everything. And so Layla is kind of reminding him like, hey, you need to really check your temperament. You have your daughter who is looking up to you and she's watching you and she watches, how you treat her mom. So you gotta set an example for your daughter, especially when it comes to how you treat women. Okay, y'all, I know James keeps switching clothes, y'all, but I'm trying. I don't know what's up with dude. He keeps switching his clothes. It's annoying. All right, so they are placing their order. Y'all, it's almost freaking midnight, and Layla has to, of course, babysit some kids in the morning. I kind of wish I was playing from James's perspective right now so that he can, so y'all can kind of get some insight on what else he's thinking, but I guess that's what I'm here for, right? So anyway, so we're going to kind of have Layla kind of change the subject. And let's ask James about his weekend. James has planned to go see his daughter this weekend. After things kind of cool off or whatnot, he's been seeing his daughter over at his grandmother's house a couple of days out of the week since Jakayla has left and ever since the whole ordeal. But he's had to go through his granny in order to actually communicate with Jakayla. And so that's another thing. He's trying to limit his communication with Jakayla, which isn't still going to be helpful for them, when it comes to co-parenting. And speaking of which, YouTube, a lot of you had a lot to say in regards to James. So I know that James definitely is in the wrong, and Jakayla is also in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Jakayla, for one, because she's just really homegirl is a little hoochie nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Oh snap, we got our food. Where's James's food? So I had to clear the table. James still didn't get his food, but that's okay, I suppose. I guess he's okay with just having his drink. But yeah, so it's really getting late, and these two are really just kind of talking. James is not going to be shy about the fact, so he's going to reveal to Layla that he actually does, kind of, he does like her. Like he's gonna tell her, and he's gonna be straightforward, like, hey, I have my eye on you and I know I got a lot going on right now, but I do like you. I'm not gonna say I don't like you. I do actually like you, and I think there's something about you that really puts my mind at ease, and I just want to get the chance. I want to have the chance to kind of get to know you a little bit more in the future. So I just want to know if you would be okay with that, with us being friends for right now, and then just being able to get to know each other a little bit more. I don't think Layla is necessarily opposed to getting to know James, but she's kind of hesitant, again, like I said, in regards to everything that James has going on right now. So she's going to ask him if he's single, like, what is the relationship between you and your baby mom right now? Like, what's going on? So Layla has learned that James is single. I think that you and Jakayla need to resolve what it is that you guys got going on. And James is like, oh, I'm going to resolve it all right. I am actually going to fight for custody for my daughter, for Sky. James is like, I don't want my daughter around, Jakayla all the time, because Jakayla has some tendencies about herself that I don't want my daughter to grow up to witness, because, she's having these men over at her house. James thinks that Jakayla is that Jakayla? Wait a minute. Is this Jakayla? Is yo, this is Jakayla right here.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
First of all, homegirl. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, come through. Yes, ma'am. Ever since she's straightened her hair out, homegirl is a whole new person. Who is she on a date with here? Like, what? Jakayla, girl. Or is she just out here by herself? Homegirl is here at the bar drinking her worries away. What? Y'all, where is she going? I know this date is supposed to be, oh my gosh, so she's acting like she doesn't even see James in the nanny. What? What? Whoa, what? What? Yo. Y'all. I could create so much drama right now. It's not even funny. Oh my goodness. We're just gonna save that, okay? Okay, so definitely Layla saw that Jakayla just walked through the door, and now she's feeling a little bit, I don't know, embarrassed. I think Layla right now at this very moment is like, hey, your baby mother is here, and I think that you two need to talk to one another. I feel kind of awkward right now because, hey, I'm supposed to be watching her child, and, you know, that's kind of going to mess up my money. What? What the fuck? Yo, I'm about to, oh my God, my heart is racing right now. Yo, what? Yo, I'm about to get out of my seat. Oh my God, y'all. Homegirl just walked straight up to us. I swear on my son that this is not planned. Homegirl just popped up. What? Y'all. What? Comment down below what's going through Jakayla's mind right now. Yo, I really wish I was controlling James right now, but I'm not. Oh my gosh, the very moment where there's so much juicy drama, I'm not controlling James. Oh, man. Okay, so how about we have Layla to say, hey, just a friendly, hey, what's up? Oh my God. Okay, so she's walking away. Yo, okay. Maybe she saw them and now she's pissed off and maybe she's gonna leave. Oh no. She's turning back around. She's like, no, I got some words for them. Jakayla's not feeling this at all. Look at her face. Look at her face. But homegirl, you cannot get mad though. You cannot get mad. Jakayla, baby girl, have a taste of your own medicine. How does it feel? I feel like, whoa, girl, okay, look at these tatas. In fact, I feel like James would actually be like, yo, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. You're supposed to be at home with our baby girl Sky. And yo, I think James is also kind of a little intoxicated right now. So he's bound to say anything kind of crazy to Jakayla. So in order to kind of prevent a fight right now, in order to prevent this kind of getting out of hand as well, and she's like, oh shit, she's like, oh no, y'all two here together, what are the odds? Yeah, this is really funny. Consider yourself fired, Layla. You will not be watching my child. And so I think that James is going to be like, yo, you can't control that. I'm Sky's father just as much as you are a parent. And Jakayla's like, I'm not playing these kind of games. You're definitely not going to be watching Sky anymore. I'm going to have Layla to kind of take a petty jab at Jakayla. I know this is not her fight, but yo, she can actually be pretty petty herself when needed. These two are really arguing. Oh my gosh, she's like, how could you be here with my baby dad? Like, you know, this is my baby daddy. Like, what the hell? How are you mixing business with pleasure? What is your problem? Normally James would have a lot to say, but he's out of it. Yo, what was in that drink? And yo, baby girl Layla is not the one. Like, Layla She might be sweet and innocent and stuff like that, but she has a fiery side to her. So Layla is like, yo, you need to grow up. James invited me out to dinner. I'm just out here to have some food and have some drinks. And she's like, really? Seriously? I have nothing to do with y'all's two drama. Y'all need to get this stuff sorted out. And Jakayla's like, no, you got every bit to do with this drama because now, obviously, you're sleeping with this man. And she's like, nobody is sleeping with him. And if I was, that is my business. But I don't get down like that, ma'am. Unlike you. Layla's gonna go for a low blow. Weren't you just in the shower screwing your ex-boyfriend? That was a low blow. Jakayla is almost on the verge of wanting to snatch Layla out of this seat. But Layla, she's not going to have it. She's like, homegirl, you need to go on about your business and get out of my face. And matter of fact, I think she's also going to argue with James because James is sitting here like a stump on a log. He's not saying nothing. You know, he's allowing Jakayla just kind of talk to her any kind of way out of the side of her neck, and she does not appreciate it. So I think that James is kind of like, yo, you two ladies, y'all need to chill. Ladies, y'all need to chill out. I think that if I was actually controlling James, James would definitely have a more of a reaction. So I'm gonna have Layla to kind of yell at James because it's like, yo, James, you invited me out here to have dinner and then your ex-girlfriend shows up, or your ex-baby mama, or your baby mama period shows up. Like, who are you? So she's gonna insult James. Like, you're not gonna sit here and just tell me that you like me and then all of a sudden you got your baby mama in my face. Like, that's not how this game works. And matter of fact, you know what, you're right. I'm no longer going to be watching Sky. I don't care if it's for you, I don't care if it's for James. I'm not going to be in the middle of this mess. So you can consider whatever work relationship we had, friendship we had, that is over with. Like, no, I cannot be a part of this. So I'm going to have her to kind of get up. And James is trying to snap out of it, but he's like really just like, I guess he's kind of tuning Jakayla out, and he's trying to calm Layla down. He's like, Layla, can you please calm down? She does this all the time. She's very overly dramatic, and she's like, no, I don't want to hear that. I am done. You know what? Pay for this meal. I am gone. I am finna go. The meal has been paid for. James is a hot mess right now. He's been drinking way too much, and Layla is running out of here, and she's just very, very angry. Like, she's like, really? And then she's out here in the rain. Like, are we serious right now? Like, James is full of drama too. Like, she thought that maybe she would have eventually grew a friendship with James, but that's apparently not going to be the case. And I think James really missed out on a good one, for real.